Hey, I'm Matt with Meat Church. Let's smoke the best damn brownies you've ever had in your life. Well, it's holiday season. You guys are baking stuff. I know my family is. And I came across this recipe on Southern Living. Yes, I follow Southern Living. You grow up in the South with a granny that teaches you to cook who subscribes to Southern Living. I follow Southern Living. But I made these back in October, and let me tell you, they're unfreaking believable. I'm telling you, it is by far and away, this is not clickbait. This will be the best brownies you've ever had in your life. And I'm putting my twist on it a little. I'm gonna eliminate one of their ingredients. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But I'm also gonna cook them on a smoker since I cook all things outside, and they're gonna be awesome. So let's jump right into this easy video. So get yourself a big mixing bowl. You've gotta buy a brownie mix. So this is a brownie mix we've just, moved out of the box to look fancy in our Joanna Gaines bowl here, so we can look nice and rustic. All right, then you're going to mix in half a stick of unsalted butter melted, 1/4 cup of evaporated milk, 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Measure with your heart. All right, you're gonna mix this up, and this batter is going to be very thick. It's not gonna feel right when you're done with it. So it's gonna be nice and thick, and then we're going to put a little bit of it in this pan. We're gonna throw it in the Traeger to set it, kind of like a crust almost, and then move on to the next step. All right, nice and thick, just like I said. So let's set that aside. 9-inch square pan. Hit it with some cooking spray. We're gonna line it with parchment paper. This will just help it release. And then just get a piece of parchment paper. I'm gonna press it down in here, kind of leaving some excess paper to act as a handle to remove brownies later in the cook. Spray that. You need to put about 1.5 cups of this mixture back in here. I don't measure a lot, but we're gonna measure this. And you're just gonna press it in the bottom of the pan here. It's basically, like I said, you're kind of forming a little crust. It's not technically a crust, but that's kind of what it reminds me of. All right, you can see we just got the bottom of the pan covered there, nice and neatly. So let's talk about cooking. It's a 2-step cook process. So we're using a Traeger Timberline today at 350 degrees. Anytime I'm doing desserts outside, I like to go lighter smoking wood. So we're running a maple pellet today. I want the smoke in my desserts to be subtle. I'm fine with a lot of smoke, but not everybody in my family is, particularly with desserts. Desserts are sensitive, so we're going lighter smoke. 350 degrees, we're gonna put this in for 7 minutes and then pull it back out to cool. While that's cooking, we need to get our caramel sauce ready. So the recipe from Southern Living says unwrap 60 of these caramels that you all loved as a kid. When I made this previously, it took me 25 minutes to unwrap this many caramels. So we're gonna give you a little hack, and it's used the same brand Kraft caramel bits, whether you use these or the squares. These are found on the baking aisle of your grocery store. So let's dump these in. Easier. And then we're going in with more evaporated milk. Now, they use the microwave for 3 minutes and 1-minute intervals, whisking it up to smooth this out. I'm gonna cook it on the induction burner back here while the brownie batter is setting. All right, it's been 7 minutes. So this brownie batter has set, and we're just gonna let this sit for 10 minutes to cool off. While that's been going, also in 7 minutes, I've successfully created this silky caramel sauce. And then I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of flake salt. We'll come back in 10 minutes when this is cool, and we're gonna put the rest of the components together and finish the cooking. Rested 10 minutes, and you can see this is nice and set. Gives you kind of a good firm base. Now we're gonna take this caramel sauce that is absolutely delicious. I kind of wish you would just inject this into my veins, and we're just gonna pour it right across the entire thing. Oh my God. Told you these are gonna be the best you ever had. Like, who's gonna be pissed about 22 ounces of caramel sauce? Good God. Y'all didn't know I could bake. Now you know. Look how beautiful that looks. So we've got some Ghirardelli chocolate chips here. We're just gonna kind of evenly spread across this caramel. I'm definitely not measuring this. This is 100% measure with your heart, or maybe even your taste buds here. Now the rest of the batter that you had left over, beautiful part about it sitting on the side is it starts to kind of firm up. You can see here. So you won't just scoop this in. This is a little bit tedious, but you're gonna pick this batter up and you're just gonna break it up into little bits and you're gonna spread it across this. It's not gonna completely cover it. The caramel's gonna shine through. That's what's gonna make it look really cool. Multiple textures here, different contrasting colors. So we're just gonna break this up, spread it apart. We're gonna hit it with more chocolate chips and then we're gonna finish the cook. So there's a whole lot going on with this. You're definitely gonna need a bunch of milk. That's how I do things. But I'm telling you, my weakness is baked goods, particularly brownies. Brownies are my number one. Things that make me crave milk. I mean, I could go to town on this. I could be completely full and figure out a way to eat this entire pan. Big glass of milk, the coldest glass of milk. I say my Miller Lite is hand cramping cold. Well, the milk that's gonna go with this is gonna have like icicles on it and it's gonna be unbelievable. Almost done here. You don't have to be too pretty with it, just mix it around. I think actually the messier you are with it, the better. It's gonna kind of come together, but it's gonna look like a little bit of a swirl here. All right, got our really good chocolate chips here. Just finish off another layer, just kind of put them all over. Just when you think you've got enough, be sure to add some more. It's really simple from here. We're 20 minutes back in the Traeger at the same temperature of 350 degrees. Then we're gonna pull it out. The brownies have been cooking for 20 minutes, so let's pull them out. Woo! Well, these look like heaven. All right, these are nowhere near being able to be eaten by you right now. They are not set. This is like loosey-goosey. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna top them with a little bit of flake salt. Now, very important, you wanna put these brownies on a cooling rack like this, and you wanna leave them on this rack for an hour and a half. Then you wanna go into your fridge for 1 hour. Cover with towels, plastic film, something like that. So 2.5 hours total to cool these off and allow them to set. Otherwise, you will never be able to slice these. So I will see you in 2.5 hours with my big old glass of milk and these brownies. Well, the 2.5 hours has gone by. We have brought the brownies out of the fridge, and man, we cut them up, made them look all pretty for a nice picture to put on the gram. I'm telling you, before I even get into these, from experience, these brownies, I'm telling you, are the best damn brownies you've ever had. I mean, that is heavy as heck. I'm gonna gain 5 pounds off eating that one brownie right there. This caramel in between those two layers, son, I'm telling you right now. All right, here we go. Jesus. Bite number 2. That's so damn good. Oh. You didn't think I was gonna drink the whole thing, did you? Man. I'm speechless. It's the best thing I've made all year. You have to do this. I mean, I'm telling you, it's heavenly. Putting it on the Traeger, like a lot of people don't know you can do desserts outside. These things are just smoky ovens. So I think it's awesome. They're not overly smoky, by the way. The test is gonna be my 13-year-old. She would not think that's too smoky. It didn't cook in there for that long in the first place. So anyway, a lot more fun to cook it outside if you're able to, but you certainly can make these in the oven if you want, but you definitely have to do this during the holiday season. Man, these are awesome. And hey, come check out the website. Look at our winter merch while you're there. Get this recipe on meatchurch.com. But please be sure you like and subscribe. This is gonna be our last video of the year on our hunt to get to 1 million subs. Appreciate you guys being here. Hope you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. See y'all next year.